Ahoj, jak je? Or I should say, hi, how are you? I'm Paja, and I'm doing this video because it serves the purpose to remind me how to install newer version of Ubuntu with newer installer on encrypted btrfs file system with subvolumes at for root, at home for /home, and we do swap in a separate subvolume. Maybe we'll do more subvolumes. So in previous versions of Ubuntu, before 23.10, I think, there was the old installer where you could do installation, you could select LVM, and you could select btrfs and encrypt it. However, with this new installer, it's no longer possible. So we need to do it a bit complicated. It's not that hard. We do install Ubuntu, interactive, just default selection. Can do this. Here we need to do manual installation. So we need to create layout of 3 partitions. We need /boot, /boot, EFI, and normal btrfs partition. So we start with 1 gig of /boot. Installer will create for us boot EFI with FAT32, and we just select the last one and we do btrfs for root. Great, this is our layout. /boot, /EFI, and / or btrfs. We do I require my password to log in. Time zone. For me it's Prague. Can review. It's okay. And we do normal installation. The installation is complete. Now we need to continue testing. We start terminal. We want to see our layout. This is my drive. As you can see, VDA1 is boot, VDA2 is boot EFI, and VDA3 is our main root partition. Now we need to convert our btrfs installation to LUKS encrypted installation with btrfs subvolumes, layout of at and at home. There's a script from Torsten Bronger, thank you very much, which does exactly this. It's called btrfs encrypt root. we just download it. We make it executable. Now we need to revise the script because do not run scripts downloaded from the internet. We can open it and let's review. Amount. So here's important part. It creates subvolumes for us. It does it by creating a snapshot of the default root file system. And after creating the snapshot, it deletes the files in the previous btrfs volume. Great. Then it creates at home. Here it encrypts the file system. It resizes if you say enlarge in the script, and then it resizes the file system itself. Yes, it does chroot. Okay, that looks good. Announce everything. Then it won't make scrub. And it does fstab for us for new subvolumes. It updates initramfs. Okay, set grub. Yeah, and that's it. So if you just run the script without any parameters, it gives you this help. So we need to do btrfs encrypt root, and as options we just do root device, boot device, and EFI device. So again, our root device is VDA3, our boot device is VDA1, and EFI is VDA2. So let's run it. Created subvolumes, they will override data. Are you sure? Yes. We need to enter passphrase for our lux. So let's do it. We can ignore this warning message as stated here. Now we need to wait for the actual encryption process. This partition is quite small, so it does not take so much time. However, you can, if you have some bigger hard drives or SSDs, you can do the installation on smaller part, and with this script you can enlarge the partition after it. So this will be very quick. Great, we need to enter passphrase. Yes, it generates grub with an fstab for us. Now it looks like before. However, VD3 is encrypted now. We need to open the Lux partition. We do the sudo encrypted open def VDA3 and name, let's say Ubuntu. Buttons. Looks good. As you can see, there is our encrypted partition. What we want to do now is do more btrfs subvolumes and a swap file. We need to mount our root file system. Mapper Ubuntu to MNT. We see our newly created subvolumes, so we can just check our fstab. Here is our root subvolume, and here is our home subvolume. Let's create more subvolumes. We do look. What more? Okay, TMP. Swap. Great. Now we need to move files from var cache and varlog to our new created subvolumes. So sudo move t var cache to mnt at cache. We do the same for log. You can check if there's something log. Yeah, you can see it's there. And there should be nothing at mnt var log. Great. Empty. That's it. Now we need to create a swap file. On used kernel, you can do it just using btrfs. So it is sudo btrfs file system make swap file. dash size dash size. I do 4 gigs. Swap file. Boom. Here it is. Now we need to do all those changes in fstab. Okay, firstly, we do some more changes. For SSD, we do SSD, discard async, wait time, cache E2, and I want to make compression, so compress equals, we do Z standard 1. Okay, let's do the same here. SSD, discard async, wait time, base cache equals compress equals std1. That's it. Now we need to copy this several times. We do warlock force volume lock cache or subvolume cache. We need to do TMP. And what did we make? Okay, swap. Opened. We need to do this. I think that should be it. Need to make it smaller. Yeah. So home, at home, bar lock, lock, bar cache, cache, tmp, swap, and swap file. I think that should be it. Press space key to know wait time. Some of these options are defaulted by newer kernel. This is just for sure. Space case we do not need access time. Unmount. MNT. And we do close the Lux partition. Great, everything is unmounted and closed. Now we can finally complete the installation and do reboot. We are booting for the first time from the encrypted btrfs subvolume. Perfect. Right. No, I do not want for now. Finish. Let's just check partitions. Parcache tmp varlog swap home. What about our swap file? It's using 4 gigs. Perfect. Works. Perfect. We can now try to install Timeshift. I just wanna check one more thing, and if all btrfs options are working. We use mount -t and file system btrfs. It's using everything we wanted. We can now start Timeshift. It knows our layout with btrfs. Create DM0 for snapshots. We do include at home subvolume in backups. At least I wanna do it. Create, snapshot created. Now we are all set. No, we need dark style. Of course we do. And that's it. One more thing, maybe we could try if our snapshots are working. So we do a bizarre thing. Sudo rm etc. Perfect, etc is not existing. So if we do restart, okay. Let's boot from our disk. We have to start systemd login service. Okay. As expected, this will not work because we deleted the main file system. To fix this, we need to boot live Ubuntu again. We install Timeshift. It should recognize our file system and should see those backups. Oh, sure. We need to open Lux. We see our snapshot. We do restore. We did not make any changes, so it's up to restore completed. It's that fast because it's just btrfs, it's atomic operation. We can now try reboot and boot from our normal hard drive, not the live CD. And as you can see, we are in working system. btrfs and Timeshift saved our life.